Hello Libra, welcome to Providence. My name is KK and this is your general monthly reading for January 2020. Here we are, new decade, new year. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're all very well. Once again, this is for the Libra Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sons of Libra, as well as the cross watchers. Everyone is most welcome here. And as always, please be reminded it is a general monthly reading and only to take what resonates with you and leave the rest for somebody else out there. The first card that has flipped over, the first message for you, is the number 18, and it's Dear Spirit, and it's saying bring a gentle touch. Bring a gentle touch is the message for you to start the month off. We'll get some cards out of this deck to signify the 4 weeks throughout the month, and then I've got some clarifying cards just to add an extra detail in there, and then we'll finally finish off with the final message from the Moonology Oracle. I won't take that if it's meant to be. That was me being lazy shuffling. Just while we're finding these weekly cards for the month, I just briefly want to talk through some astrological events throughout the month of January. We have the full moon in Cancer happening on the 10th or 11th of January, depending where you are. And this is absolutely bringing challenges that have been in your life to an end. It's also a great time to deal with any family issues that have sort of been around you for the last few months. It's a great time to relocate as well if you're thinking about moving house, moving jobs, moving countries, whatever that may be. This is an auspicious time to do it. And if you're into meditation practices, you'll find this extra helpful, soothing and healing throughout this time. I must also just mention in January, all the planets are moving in a direct motion. So there's certainly forward momentum for everyone at the moment. Then we have the 12th of January brings in the Saturn-Pluto cycle. This is a very dominant cycle throughout the whole year. The last time this cycle happened was about 38 years ago. This is going to affect everyone in and out, so we will talk through it a lot throughout the year. But what the Saturn-Pluto cycle essentially does is, as it brings in a imbalance and a balance of power and resources individually and globally. So it's going to be a very interesting year for everyone. It also causes great rebellion because a new order will be brought in, for good or bad, by the end of this cycle. So stay tuned and we'll speak about this cycle as the year goes on. Then on the 24th of January, we usher in the new moon in Aquarius. This is a time to think outside the box. It is also a time that will bring progress into your life. Do not look back. There's going to be a sense of urgency to let go of your past and to move forward. And that's what Aquarius wants you to do. So super interesting start to the new decade for everyone, Libra. All right, let's get into this a little bit. The Five of Wands in the first week. Now, the Five of Wands speaks about some conflict in your life. Can speak about some competition, some disagreements going on. So we'll certainly get some clarifying cards to what that Five of Wands is about for you in the beginning of the year. Then we move on to the second week of January. We have the Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups speaks about abandonment. It speaks about being disappointed in an outcome. You can feel quite withdrawn during this time. I always view the Eight of Cups as if the Nine of Cups is what everybody wants. Yeah? So the Nine of Cups is about contentment and satisfaction and your wishes coming true. With the Eight of Cups, there is an abandonment of a plan because it's not turning out how you thought it would. The Eight of Cups that you have, there's nothing wrong with them. They're full to the brim of possibility and opportunity, but it's not what you're looking for. So you turn your back on that to go on a search for that ninth cup, if that makes sense. That's how I always read the Eight of Cups. I know people disagree with me, but there are many readers out there. You can go and choose who you resonate with. The Seven of Coins, the Seven of Pentacles here in the third week of January. This is about a long-term view. This is about sustainable results in your life, great perseverance. This is about investment. Yes, it can be financial investment, but it also can be your investment, your time investment into a project. You're in it for the long haul is absolutely what the Seven of Coins or Seven of Pentacles speaks about. And you have been for a while. You're going to reap that harvest very, very soon of your hard work. And then we end January in the final week with the magnificent King of Cups. Now, this King of Cups is emotionally balanced, compassionate. His strength is his compassion, which some people see as a weakness, and it is not when you are the King of Cups. The King of Cups is about love, imagination. His throne actually sits in water. It floats in water, so it floats in creativity. It floats in intuition. The King of Cups is a great diplomat as well, due to all these qualities. Very intuitive, very compassionate, and very in the flow. He gets what's going on. So we'll certainly get some clarifying cards here to see a little bit further what's going on. Now, this King of Cups, Libra, this can also be somebody you know, a man or a woman, and we'd be speaking about a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So I'm just throwing that out there at the moment, and we will get some clarifying cards on all of this. For those new to my channel, when I start talking about kings, queens, he, she, please remember I don't read gender into the cards unless I'm called to do so. So those cards can absolutely be a man or a woman, or indeed sometimes an energy that you are embracing. Let's get some clarifying cards on the deck for you, Libra. And remember what Dear Spirit is saying, bring a gentle touch. And that's absolutely what the King of Cups is about, bring a gentle touch. And that can be to yourself, that can be towards others. I think we're most, well, a lot of us are most unkind to ourselves than we are to others. So maybe being a little bit more gentler on yourself as well. I think that's a good lesson for everybody. And let's get these clarifying cards out, Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. For Libra, January 2020, please. Libra, January 2020, please. Very interesting. As you know, Libra, this can take a moment to find, obviously, the right messages for you. There you go. Thank you. Two of Wands clarifying the Five of Wands, excuse me. Knight of Swords clarifying the Eight of Cups. But the Ten of Swords clarifying the Seven of Coins, and the Tower clarifying the King of Cups. Wow. Bring a gentle touch. Just saying. Dear Spirit there. All right, let's get into it. The Two of Wands clarifying the Five of Wands. Now, the Two of Wands is about future planning, progress in your life, making decisions for your future. It's clarified by... it is clarifying the Five of Swords, speaking about this idea of conflict, a little bit of tension going on. I have a feeling that you are making future plans, and perhaps there is a partner, a family member, someone close to you that does not agree with your direction. I think this is where the conflict and the disagreements are coming from. Bring a gentle touch is what Dear Spirit is saying. So any disagreements or tension that might be going on, you obviously need to resolve that. But I think this is absolutely what this is about. You've got a really certain idea of where you want to be going. And as I said, a partner, a family member, a friend, but someone certainly very, very close to you is not really agreeing with the direction. So, of course, you need to work this out and be on the same page. Or not. You can decide to still walk the path that you want to walk and, you know, say goodbye, let go the person who is no longer walking the path with you. Totally your decision, Libra. Sometimes we not outgrow people, but sometimes, you know, our paths take different... We take different paths, and that's okay. You can wish everybody well on their path, but you need to walk your path that you are meant to. Here we have the Knight of Swords clarifying this Eight of Cups. Now, the Knight of Swords is essentially your energy, Libra. So you know the Knight of Swords is ambitious, driven to succeed. This is a major action-orientated card. The Knight of Swords is the quickest knight in the tarot deck. So this will happen very quick, very fast thinking. And it's clarifying this Eight of Cups, this disappointment, this abandonment of a plan. I think you're going to make the decision very, very quickly. I think it's all related to this. I think the Eight of Cups is related to this as well. Yeah, there's something in your future and you're abandoning a plan that you have been travelling down because it's not quite working out how you want. It's going to happen very, very quickly. Yeah, you're going on search for that ninth cup, as you should, Libra. Everybody wants the ninth cup. Everyone wants their wishes to come true. It's going to happen very quickly. Not your wishes coming true, but you're absolutely going to make the decision to turn your back on whatever this plan, whatever this circumstance is in your life, this Eight of Cups. And the Knight of Swords, your energy will be there to sweep you up and change directions quite rapidly in that second week. The second week of January is, I don't want to say chaotic, but there is that full moon in Cancer. There's a Saturn-Pluto cycle starting. There's a lot of frenetic energy going on, so use that also to help you switch directions. Now, the Seven of Coins, or Pentacles, clarified by the Ten of Swords. Now, the Ten of Swords is about painful endings. It is about, it can be about betrayal, obviously being backstabbed, that sort of energy, a loss in your life. And it's clarifying this Seven of Pentacles. Look, I think this is all wrapped up in whatever this decision, whatever this conflict is going on up here in the first week of January. I think for some of you, there's going to be a little bit of a betrayal of your finances. I hate to say that, but absolutely. I don't... Perhaps you're deciding to walk a different path from your partner at the moment, and there's going to be a real mess about your finances. And you're going to feel absolutely heartbroken about it. For other people where that isn't the case, that's really what I'm saying. I'm really sorry. I'd love to have a different interpretation. But this, because the Seven of Coins is absolutely about your hard work, your investment in your future, your investment in your long-term plan, being persevering with this plan. There's something that's coming to an ending with this plan. Again, this could be tied up into this Eight of Cups sort of energy. You're walking away from it, but I don't feel that at all. With this Ten of Swords here, I think someone's going to do the dirty on you. I'm really sorry to say, Libra, but obviously plan for that. If you have an inkling that this might be going on as well. Look, it could even be something like an accountant or a financial advisor doing the dirty. Or a scam. It's something like that, this energy. Something like that. The flip side of this Ten of Swords, I always say to people, is a new day is dawning. This is the final ending. This situation will be over. Yes, it will be painful. It will hurt. But there's going to be no more of it. It is done. Done and absolutely dusted in this third week. Move forward. Do not look back. Super interesting. The Tower clarifying the King of Cups. Now, we spoke about the King of Cups. Everyone freaks out about the Tower. The Tower isn't all bad. I quite like the Tower energy. Yes, it happens all of a sudden. Yes, it can cause a bit of chaos, a bit of upheaval in your life. But what the Tower energy does is it reveals your strong foundations. It burns that tower down. And shows you how strong your foundations are to rebuild. And you got the King of Cups here to help you, yeah? I really feel that you know this King of Cups, a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces person, a man or a woman. They are going to help you rebuild. Yes, look, for some, this might be a romantic partner. For others, this is just a very trusted loved one, whether that be a family member, a friend. They are here to pick you up, to show you compassion, to show you love in a platonic sense, and get you back on your feet. This is all to do with this argument up here. Libra, all to do with whatever, and this absolutely is an argument. Yeah? All to do with that. Oh, excuse me. I was just trying to reach around for the cards. We're going to take 4 more Lenormand cards just for the final level of clarity. And then we'll finish the reading off with one final message from the Moonology deck. But if you are resonating with this, by all means, please give the video a like. Feel free to leave a comment if you would like to. And please consider clicking that subscribe button below the video, as I do have ongoing weekly and monthly readings for everyone. I also always suggest with the monthly readings to saving them to a playlist. It's a lot of information to take in one sitting, so you can check in on the monthly reads as the month goes along. Yeah, all tied into this decision. Or this, it's not a decision, it's a disagreement. It's a disagreement. Move on, do not look back, Libra. That is my takeaway from this reading. Move forward, do not look back. You can't go back. I never go back. You just got to look forward. Don't even turn around for a peek. I have done that a few times. Let's get the final. There we are. And the book. Yeah. The mountain. The key. Yeah. Fish. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. The book. Clarifying the 5 of Wands and the 2 of Wands. The book is speaking about, essentially, it's a little, I was going to say, it's a little bit like the moon card, but it's not really. It's about information not yet revealed, because you haven't turned the page of the book, if that makes sense. You're writing the chapter of the book. This is absolutely, and this is the book of your future. This is in direct relation to this planning, this 2 of Wands energy. This is definitely a disagreement of your future direction. It's not quite written how this is going to work out yet, because you haven't written the chapter yet, Libra. The mountain, clarifying the 8 of Cups and the Knight of Swords energy. It's really interesting because, you know, we've been talking about a turning away, walking away from a plan that isn't working for you, coming in, charging in with great determination to succeed at finding a plan that will work for you. Sometimes this card, and this is just for somebody out here, sometimes this card can speak about abroad, like international. Perhaps your destiny isn't where you are at the moment. This is what the mountain can sometimes speak about. But interestingly enough, in the traditional image of the 8 of Cups, it has someone turning their back on the 8 of Cups and walking up a mountain. And here we have the mountain. I think this is just saying absolutely go for it. Go and find your 9th cup, Libra. Now we have the key here. Oh. And the key is a divine, sorry, just excuse me for, sorry about that, Libra. The key is here speaking about you have the key. This is a divinely, divinely guided card is the key. You have the key to make your future. I think this is absolutely what this is speaking about. Whatever this pain or this betrayal is for you, remember, you have the key to make this work. And it's absolutely tied up with your finances. There's something in here about your finances. You have the key. Remember that. Why I say all of this is tied up with your finances is here we have the fish. And the fish is all about money, 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 money. And this is clarifying the King of Cups and the Tower. There's going to be some upheaval with your finances. I'm really sorry, Libra. I don't want to be saying it, but that's what the cards are saying. Yeah. That's why the Tower is here. Remember, I think you've got a strong foundation to rebuild your finances on. I don't know. This could be... I feel for somebody out there, this is a bit of a scam. It's a bit of a catfishing scam. You're going to get done. Yeah? I'm really sorry to say. For others, perhaps you haven't lost everything. You've got investments tied up in which you can pull together and rebuild on. But there's something happening with your finances, Libra. My goodness. All right, if you're still with me, thank you very much. And we'll get the final message for January for you. The final message, January. Final. Be gentle. And I think, I mean, we were joking about it. I was joking about it before, but I think, dear spirits, have a gentle touch. It's actually about yourself. I think this is going to be a little bit rough. Be gentle on yourself. I don't think you've done anything wrong at all, Libra. And the final message that comes out is the full moon in Libra. Look at that. And it is a win-win outcome is forecast. I think you've just got to persevere with this. This is a bit of a hurdle. You've got the key, remember. I don't think it's a case of you're going to lose everything. I just think it's a bit of a blind side. Yeah? You're just going to stumble around in the dark for a little bit. But it will be a win-win situation for everybody. Win-win situation. Keep that in mind, Libra. I wish you a fabulous month ahead. I look forward to seeing you next month. And until then, from me to you, much love and light. Bye-bye.